Hello YouTube, this is Bash bringing you here for semifinals of BPL Season 11 King Division. Let's go. We end up taking down Chungus in quarterfinals after a crazy scenario, a bunch of situations and scenarios, but we end up having a rematch for the semifinals. And we were playing Mojo in the Gashti Lunjum, I think is how you pronounce it. They're the first seed, and they actually the only team 7-2. Every other team in playoffs is either 6-3 or 5-4. They're at 7-2 plus 14. So, and we did play them again back in, I believe it was week 4, if I want to say. Yeah, week 4, which was like a crazy insane game, end game especially. But now we got a rematch, and luckily both the teams are different because I do not like playing rematches against teams that I've already beaten kind of situation, because they have the edge in terms of like the prep going into it. So I decided to kind of like switch things up, but also like we both have different teams, so it kind of helps out. So yeah, let's go into the matchup and show like sort of like the teams, I guess, and some of the major differences they had from last time. So yeah, the matchup should be showing up on your screen. They have Gouging Fire, Terra Tapu Fini, Terra Halucha, Zerud, Azelf, Mega Manetric, Nidoqueen, Girder, Servali. My team consists of course, Palafin, Terra Iron Boulder, Cobalion, Terra Shaman, Screamtail, Lone Muck, Donphan, Mega Ampharos, Armorage, Golbat, and Type Null. Now, looking at this right now, they dropped like 4 Pokemon and added 3 more. The big thing for me is that there is no longer a Celesteela, a Terra Celesteela on the other side of the screen. That was terrifying. I hated playing against that. That thing is so scary against my team, and it actually probably could have swept last time. It definitely could have swept last time if we had to play around like kind of like the shenanigans with it. Ogerpon Cornerstone they dropped, in Grimmsnarl, which not having to do with Grimmsnarl was nice as well. They end up picking up Terra Halucha, Zerud, and Azelf, which, to be honest, is scary in their own way. So we're going to have to play well around this situation, at least, to try to find myself in a better position. But yeah, initial thoughts first, right? Gouging Fire, so scary. That plus Tapu Fini, I think, are probably the scariest threats. Maybe if you include Halucha too, but I think it's more of like Gouging Fire, Tapu Fini. Halucha, of course, can always get scary if we let it get out of hand, so they'll still have to play around that. But Gouging Fire, Tapu Fini, so bulky. Really good typing for Tapu Fini, of course, in this matchup. So, and the fact that I get Terra can make it even more annoying. But yeah, then like for some of the other things, right? I feel like those top 3 are definitely coming. I feel like Zerud will probably come, or maybe Savali Grass or something like that, or Electric. I also could see a Azelf coming as well as like a lead option. I know they've been liking their lead Azelf a lot, so I'm gonna have to try to play around that, which could be really annoying. But yeah, there's those. Then they also have like Nidoqueen, which could be annoying. So, but specifically, what I think is going to come is the first top 3, and then I think Silvally, Zerud, and Azelf will come. Maybe you can mix in like Mega Manetric or Nidoqueen. I don't think Girder's coming at all this matchup, to be honest. But I think Silvally will come. I just don't know what type it would be, which could be really annoying to prep for. But I think I could find ways around it at least. And then, yeah, that's kind of the idea. I don't know if they brought Mega Manetric last time, but I feel like it's not that amazing versus me. But I could be wrong. I mean, it's a lot of hidden power, so that could help with like beating down Donphan and Mega Ampharos, which is really nice for them. And Overheat for like Shaman. So that's kind of like something I need to keep in mind. But yeah. Just sort of like my thoughts though. So I'm gonna have to try to find a way to beat the Halucha and the Tapu Fini and Gouging Fire are the big ones. At least for setup wise too. That's the scariest mods for my team. So yeah, let's go into the team as it should be appearing on the screen now. Here we go. We're leading off with Palafin now. This Palafin, I put some more in EV. I put 16 into this to outspeed. Hopefully, in case they try to speed creep my Palafin from last time with Tapu Fini. And actually, this should be able to beat Tapu Fini 1v1 as long as I'm still able to outspeed, because Drain Punch plus Leftovers at +1 should be able to beat Draining Kiss Fini. Now, obviously, there's situations where they're Moonblast or Nature's Power, but I still think the Calm Mind Air Defense set is really good against my team. It's really scary to deal with, so I'm gonna have to try to play around that. But I think this could be really good. Bulk Up's also just really good with this anyway, because of the fact that their grass type is Zarude, so getting Drain Punch off on that is really nice, and it also lets me deal with Gouging Fire as well, so this is just something to keep in mind. But I feel pretty good about this set as long as we outspeed the Tapu Fini, which is the big thing this matchup, so yeah. Next we have Iron Boulder here. Mighty Cleave, Psycho Cut, Close Combat, Swords, and Terra Fairy, and we went with Terra Fairy because I felt like it was the best way to deal with Halucha. Like if we have to make it 50, like if we need some extra way to help with Halucha and with Gouging Fire too, because then they have to pick between like Fire or Dragon coverage move right there. So it could be like a really nice to force a 50-50 kind of situation, especially if they're getting out of hand. Booster Energy. Boost Energy outspeed is currently +2 Adamant Gouging Fire. I couldn't do it for Jolly, but that's perfectly fine. I think that's good enough here. It could force put on a lot of pressure on the team, which I really like as well. So, but yeah, that's kind of like the generic why we're running this set. So yeah. So next we got a really good breaker this game, Shaman here. Now Shaman outspeeds Gouging Fire. Here's the investments for this. It's kind of crazy, right? So first off, it outspeeds Gouging Fire before Dragon Dance boost. So before like Gouging Fire gets set up, right? It outspeeds that Gouging Fire specific that outspeeds Booster Energy Boulder with 2D like +2, which is what I kind of expect, because especially since they ran Dragon Dance Scale Shot last time. I expected to try to outspeed like the Gouging Fire speed to be outspeeding that Iron Boulder, especially since my next fastest, I guess, like after Gouging Fire is like either Golbat, which I don't think they're gonna prep for speed wise, and then after that is Armor Rouge, which makes a lot of sense, I think, to try to outspeed that. But yeah, this also outspeeds. That means that we outspeed any form of Adamant Gouging Fire, which is really nice, and we do so much to it. It's kind of crazy. Surprisingly, with this set is actually really good against them, especially with Terra Ground to get the extra boosted on the Earth Power to hit Gouging Fire. And if you look at their team, like their resist aren't that great, especially for like with D-Gleam. It's actually really good against this set. So like Zarude, right? Zarude is their grass type. It's a roll for 2-shot with D-Gleam, which is really nice. Halucha, right? Does not like that at all. So I think this is a really good set. I think this could really help with our team with breaking through a team. This also takes 2 Heat Crashes. Well, from Adamant Gouging Fire, it's a 0.4% chance for Heat Crash to a KO. But I don't think they're going to be Adamant anyway. I think they have to be Jolly for the Iron Boulder situation, which is so super nice to note. I also am expecting this also helps for Tapu Fini situation. This also outspeeds Nidoqueen 100% of the time unless it's Scarf. So I think this is really good at putting pressure on their team. And it can be really bulky, and especially this actually eats a lot of hits from Mega Manectric and Viterra. So like I feel really good about this set, this game. Just for like calc wise though, like if they're like max HP Gouging Fire, it still takes 66 to 78% from Terra Ground Earth Power from the Shaman. So I feel like this is why like I feel really good about it. It's going to be really I think it's going to put on a lot of offensive pressure for the team. Something I do need to keep in mind, if I do tear, that Zaru is going to be a little bit scarier, like to switch into though. So I kind of try to pair that up later in the team at least. Next we got Error Type Null. This is my SPDF answer. It helps with Mega Manetric, helps with Tapu Fini, helps with Nidoqueen, specifically Nidoqueen. It's like a really big one, and I guess it can help with a little bit with Azelf, but although I do think Azelf will be lead and probably have knockoffs, so that could be really annoying for it. But U-turn, return, roar, Swords Dance. I might switch Swords Dance. I'll let you know before the match. That's the one move set. That's the one move I'm debating on this, because like it's could be good because they literally don't have a single normal type resist or switch in. But at the same time, it's kind of this means that like Tapu Fini could make like destroy this with like taunt, like with taunt kind of thing set up. So I need to keep that in mind. I might consider switching this to like Magic Coat or something like that. Maybe to try to catch the taunts or stuff like that. I could see that as a possibility, but yeah, this is really here for Nidoqueen, and helps out with like Tapu Fini like setup sets. So that's kind of the idea around the set. But yeah, I'll let you know if I switch the Sword Stance out. I was considering like things like Toxic. I was considering things like ICUN to like deal with like speed wise. Should I just go like minus speed, to be honest? Actually, now think about it. Whatever. I thought about like Icy Wind. I thought about like Toxic, Magic Coat. Thought about like maybe going like with like some coverage move to hit like possible steals or ghost types. So, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this. But I'll let you know if I change it. If I change it, most likely it'll be Magic Coat. This game though, so yeah, something to keep in mind. Next up, we got Scream Tail, Wish Protect, Trick, Psychic Noise. Now, this is a really weird set because, first off, this helps with Gouging Fire. I want to trick it, the Lagging Tail, because if I do that, that completely nerfs Gouging Fire. But what I also like is that the fact that Lagging Tail is really nice. Well, not even Lagging Tail. If I trigger the Lagging Tail around, and I get whatever item is back, as long as it's not AV, I could trick that to Hawlucha, and that means that like it's not if it's unburdened, it has the item, it's not no longer unburdened, so I could still outspeed it with like Iron Border if I don't have like with or without booster. So I think that's really good for a possibility of like keeping this in check, at least. I have Psychic Noise right now. Obviously, I'm walled by Zarude, which is part of the reason why I have this last Pokemon on the team. But that's Psychic Noise I felt like would be better for Gouging Fire, to stop it from Morning Sun, and then Tapu Fini for Draining Kiss, stuff like that. Even like a Hawlucha reset, which I don't think is likely, but I think it's going to be really good for Gouging Fire and Tapu Fini at least. I might change it to Dazzling Gleam, but I think this is the set I'm going to go with. This is also, so the speed is also to outspeed modest max speed Tapu Fini after I trick away the Lagging Tail, obviously. So I just need to keep that in mind. But I think this could be really good for a set. Yeah. So next and last spot, I was debating the last spot a lot between the Cobalion, Armorers, and Donphan. Now, I was trying to figure out a way to deal with Azelf lead, especially with like a Endeavor set or Explosion kind of situation with Stealth Rock. So, especially since I probably want to lead Palaf in this game because I feel like it could be really good. So, I decided to go with this. Close Combat, Heavy Slam, Swords Dance, Stealth Rock. I might switch around the set a little bit, but I think this is what I'm going to go with for now. I have the Salad Berry too, which is really nice to put on some pressure. +2 Heavy Slam does a lot actually to Tapu Fini, even if it's defensive, so that's really good for trying to weaken that down for Palafin and Iron Boulder. But something I want to keep in mind is that like this is also helps keep like a presence against Zarude, because right now Zarude could be really scary against my team, of course. And it also makes them think twice about clicking knockoff against my team. But I think this is like could be really good. At the moment, my idea was that I like hard switch into this on the Azelf originally, as they like Stealth Rock, then they maybe like maybe they I don't maybe they knock off or something like that to try to get rid of the item. And I Swords Dance, I'm at +3. Or if they don't knock off and they click a, I guess I don't know, Psychic, right? If they're not if they're not special attack basis, then I actually can take 2 possibly, and then the other idea is like Endeavor with Salic Berry, so I can take advantage of that. So I get the +1 speed. Could be really good. I might change the set a little bit, to be honest. I'm not like as big of a fan of like what we're going with this, but I feel like this was like probably the best I could get with the 6th spot. I might change the Cobalion set around though, because I still feel like there could be a better set here, to be honest, but especially instead of Salic Berry. But like, yeah, some things I considered in the spot were like armorers with like Mind Plate, weak armor, and always living a max attack explosion from Azelf. So I get the weak armor, and then like I'm able to hit really hard if I'm like Calm Mind, or if I'm like a weakness policy for like the knockoff. That's what things I was originally thinking about, but kind of wasn't feeling it, I guess. And then Donphan, I was considering like a mental herb, like Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Stealth Rock kind of set, but then I just felt like Zerud was so scary otherwise, so this is why I have Cobalion to at least force pressure on it. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll change the item around. I thought Salic would be nice to maybe have like put pressure on like Halucha or Mega Manetric from like revenging me so easily. So, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Could end up going like something like a citrus berry too to help get some more reliable or some recovery back from like Azelf, an Azelf hit from like Endeavor kind of thing, or like from like Psychic or something like that if it's offensive. So yeah, but I feel like this could at least help break through their team a little bit too. So yeah, we're gonna go into the match in a second, but yeah, this I feel pretty decent about the team. Obviously, the last slot is still a little bit kind of iffy, and obviously, I need to figure out the last move on the type null kind of situation because I still am not entirely positive about Swords Dance, but I'll let you know if I make any changes before the match. But yeah, I'm gonna head into the match now. Okay, we are back. Good luck. They're both Terra Water. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Um, Something to know. So I was gonna let you know I made 2 changes from the team builder. Um, 2 big ones, I guess. I changed. What's it called? Fire, Finny, and Manectric. It's Terra Water, Finny, and it's Terra Water. Interesting. I changed. I'm gonna leave Palfin. I changed Type Null to Magicoat because I was really worried about Taunt Finny this game, and then the other one I changed was. Thank you. And I changed the other one was I changed Cobalion so that I could take 2 CCs from Scarf Zerud because now I'm Chopper Berry and have some bulk into it. So I kind of want to go Type Null here. I know I'm gonna probably get knocked off, but I think that's fine. Let's see what they go for. Probably Rocks. Their Power Punch. Oh my god. Type Null as Elf. Their Power Punch? That's crazy. Okay. Why can't I get a single one that is Power Punch? Their Power Punch probably Drain Punch then? When you turn out, this is about the same amount, and it breaks Sash, which is nice. And if they Drain Punch, they do about half. Power Punch. Oh, they're Adamant? Did they get Adamant max roll, maybe? Yeah, it's still gonna do a lot. I'm gonna be low, but I can still get a Wish Pass off, which is fine. If I get knocked off, it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, I would like to not be knocked off. They also, I don't know what coverage they're gonna be then. If they're Power Punch, that's kind of a crazy move against a Little Muck team. I could have easily brought Little Muck this game too. It's like not. It's actually like not a bad matchup for it too with Azelf, Tapu Fini there. Huh. The Last Resort. That's crazy. Okay. Just staying. Well, is this a free Jet Punch? Did not expect Last Resort. And so that's kind of an issue. Last Resort. What is this? Is this is a crazy set. What are they? Muscle Band? How did? Oh, it's normal gem. Okay, that makes sense. And they're definitely adamant, right? So they're definitely adamant. Does that mean Cobalion outspeeds? I don't know if that's worth the risk. It technically does. I could get Cobalion and just set up rocks here, to be honest. Power Punch doesn't do that much to me. Yeah. I'm gonna get my rocks up here. Normal gem. They're adamant. They have to be adamant, I think, that they get those rolls, so. They're no longer an item, but I want to get rocks up anyway. And that gets me into, if they go Tapu Fini, that gets me into. Cool. Even if, unfortunately, if I break my Chopo, but it's not the worst thing in the world because they're just Power Punch. Crazy is that Iron Boulder kind of sits up all over this, but like, we probably want this as like a big breaker. Oh, it's no longer. Yeah, their max are doing like 30% probably. With like Last Resort, but that's if they don't Power Punch. Obviously, I'd lose my Choppa, which kind of sucks. But like at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world. I just have to play a lot more careful around that Zarude. It's the only thing. Heavy Slam definitely takes us out too. I really want to know what that Gouging Fire is too. That's the other thing. Tapu Fini is kind of a little scary though, but the fact that the Terra Water means that Seaflare is going to be so free. I don't think they want to Terra their Tapu Fini though, this game. In my opinion, I don't think Water's that great. It's a good thing I brought this, to be honest, because this thing is a lot. Cobalion is a lot better against this Azelf. They go for. Yep. That's fine with me, and I get the free Heavy Slam off here. We outspeed too, which is really nice. And even though I'm at 30%, like, I still have my Chopo intact, which is like really important, I think, too. And that's dead. Fantastic. I could have set my rocks, but I didn't want it to get chipped too much. They go gouging fire. They probably go Finny or Manetric, I would assume. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pass a wish though. Is the only thing to type no. It's so low. Yeah, I might have to use that as a sack fodder, which is fine. But if they go Mega Manetric, I might sack off type null, and then they also don't have any rocker, which is really nice, meaning that I don't have to worry about taking more chip from stuff because they don't have any more setting. Really nice. Palafin looks really good this game. I just need to get like some chip down on some things. Specifically the Mega Manetric is probably the biggest worry for Palafin at the moment. And maybe I guess like, or technically Zaru could be really annoying offensively, but I'm assuming they go Mega Manetric or Gouging or Finny. One of those three. I doubt they go Halucha, and I doubt they go Zarude here. If they go Zarude, I'm just CCing. Let's see though. They go Mega Manetric. Okay. I think this is the time to sack off type no. I want to get initiative. Yeah. I think this is the time to sack off type no. It's not doing anything for this game. At this point, it's already weakened up enough. It's weakened enough to die to Tapu Fini hit anyway. So I don't think I see any use of it. Probably Volt Switch. They toxic. Interesting. Are they expecting Screamtail, I guess? Just U-turn out. They Thunderbolt. Interesting. Okay. I think I gotta go Shaman here. The Toxic Thunderbolt. Toxic. Let's get into Shaman. HBOs. They can't be. Then they're not Thunderbolt, so they definitely don't have coverage for something. I think I Terra here. Actually. I think I Dazzling Gleam, expecting Zaru to come in. Yeah, I think I Terra and Dazzling Gleam, expecting Zaru to come in. Great play. You know what's crazy? Maybe I should have had like, but then I wouldn't be able to touch other shit. Yeah, I think Dazzling Gleam's fine. Terra and Dazzling Gleam. I think that gets enough chip off on this, and if they're overheat, I chew this. And Zaru gets 2 KO'd by after rocks too, which is really nice from D Gleam, depending on the set obviously, but that'll be really clutch, and I could get into Cobalion there and see what they want to go for. They did some aggressive speed creeping because they went Adam and Azo. Yep, okay. Easy. Nice. I'm just gonna synthesis up here. The Toxic Flamethrower. So they're either HP Ice in the last slot or they're Volt Switch probably. Either way, it doesn't do that much. They're modest too. Keep that in mind. They're modest. Interesting. So they're really attacking base. Actually, HES does do a decent amount. I'll synthesis up though. I don't know if they're going to be HPS. They probably should be because of Mega Ampharos and Donphan, but like at the same time, I feel like HPS was a no drawback play though. And this dies after the Magnet Rise. Interesting. Why does he get a free C player off here? So we know all their full moveset. I just get a free seed flare off and I pretty much kill this. They probably get the Toxic off or a Flamethrower. Which means that, I'm at 60%. That's fine. That's perfectly fine though, because that means that they don't. If they lose this, they don't have Intimidate and they don't have. Which means Palafin already looks a lot better already. So I think Shaman plus Palafin could win this the game. Unfortunately, I already used my Terra on Boulder, but on Shaman, so I can't use it on Boulder. But I think Boulder was probably not as good for Terra this game. I don't think they're Terra Blast Water either, is another thing I need to keep in mind for Hawlucha. Doesn't make sense for them to be. Fantastic. Crit definitely does not matter. That Mega Netric was dying either way. I'm curious to see what they go out to. Probably Zarude here, which means they go to Cobalion. Yep. And let's see what they want to go for. I'm going straight into Cobalion though here. They bulk up. I think I SD. Leftovers. The leftovers. They're faster? Oh no. Oh wait, no, I am faster. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. They're low kick though. Okay, this definitely dies to this. Unless they're like max HP. But then that means that this opens up because they have to go Tapu Fini. Well, actually, they have to go Hawlucha, I think, actually. But they might not they might not outspeed me if depending on their set. Perfect. Though I think this is really good. We're in a really good position right now. Obviously, I lose. If this is gone, Screamtail also looks really good, surprisingly. So, something to keep in mind. I'm gonna get huge damage off on something. Hawlucha gets 2-shot by close combat, crazy enough too. Gouging Fire will literally almost pretty much be dead to this, which is really nice, unless they're Bulwark. I don't know if they should be. They could be because of, but with terrain kind of seems weird. But especially since Tapu Fini is really important in this game. Interesting though. Actually, I kind of want to see the damage. What was the low kick? +1. Okay. Yeah, they're like just really offensive. They could be adamant too, to be honest. Yeah. Hmm. And either way, Heavy Sam still does a butt ton to Tapu Fini, which is really nice. And if they tear water, that means that Palafin could set up on it. So like, which is fine too. The big thing I need to make sure of is if they are Iron Defense, that could be a little scary. So I think I always Heavy Slam. Tapu Fini. Hmm. I think that's the way to play it. Definitely max attack though. Zerd. Thank God I outsped too. I sped crap the Zarude. To be honest. Speed creeping for Shaman, I believe. So if they hit, yeah. So they'll probably bulk up low kick, Petal Blizzard, and I don't know what the third move slot would be. Knockoff probably. Yeah. If they go Halucha, I think I let them kill this. Okay, that's fine. 42%? Is this offensive? They're like max HP. Okay. So they might be really speed invested. I think I still Heavy Slam. Because I know if it's Scarf or not. Yeah. Kill that. That's fantastic. And they go to what? Gouging? Halucha. I go straight up to Scream Tail when I trick. Right? You have to Terra here too. Do I lose to Zarude though if I sack this? I do want to keep this around, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Even then, have you slammed 2 shots this? So like, if they Terra Water, yeah. The other issue is if they're bulk up. I don't think they would be, but okay. Yeah, I think I go Scream Tail. I still want to save this around because I think it could put on pressure of Zarude at least. I gotta use top of Palafin as my gouging fire answer at this point. I think that's the play. Oh. I think that's the play. Did I lose if they're taunt though? That's the only question. At what point does Palafin... What range do I need Palafin to get in range of? Like 26%, that's not a lot.
scared of that too rude right now. That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm gonna switch. Could be a throw. I don't think they're Terra for the fact they're Terra Water. I don't think they have anything for me, right? The best they have is like acrobatics for sure, right? Brave Bird. Okay. Okay. Um. I don't know if it's a choke though. Maybe I should have been psychic noise. Huh. I think I still gotta go Scream Tail. If they're sub, it's a huge problem too. Because I don't break sub. Does Iron Boulder die too? I'm just curious, out of curiosity. It definitely does. Okay. Huh. Still going Scream Tail. Drain Punch, fantastic. Okay, we're gonna trick it. They are Dream Punch too, which is really nice because that could mean that I could potentially live. I think I live with Boulder. They'll probably bulk up then. Oh my god. That's okay. Huh. I trick first and then I think a psychic noise. Because even with. I don't do a lot. Okay. Alright. That was a crit Drain Punch too. 0.8%. So they could be Jolly or Adamant. Okay. If they switch out though, that's really good for me because then Iron Boulder looks so good. I literally just need to be able to deal with the Zarude. Um, see what happens though. Either way, lagging tail on anything would be really good here. Like I'm fine with like as long as I'm able to get this off, so they're not taunt or sub. I think I'm in a really good position. I need to be careful about that Zerud though. That's the big thing. So I think like Cobalion to Iron Boulder is going to be really important to taking down that Zerud. They are bulk up. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay, they are bulk up. I think I wish into Psychic Noise, too. I think I wish here. I wish I was Dazzling Gleam now, but it is what it is. What? They're... They're +3 and it does that. Oh wait, they're not their item. I forgot. They're lagging tail, so it's not doing much at all. It's the freest wish in my life. Here. I think I 1v1 this. Even if this goes down, they do Terra too, which is nice to note. Okay, they're bulk up SD. Macro. Interesting. How much are they at? Bulk up 1, +3, +5. This thing's not doing anything, bro. I'm just gonna Psychic Noise again. It is curious. Because he can't Drain Punch. So do I go into Boulder and set up? Would they kill me here? They do. Do I just win here? I think I do. Because they can't Drain Punch. They got a crit, which sucks, but it's fine, I think. So I just Mighty Cleave. Oh, that crit could have been so bad. Yeah, okay. I think that cleans. I think that cleans here. It should. See? The leftovers. Even if they're max bulk, we can still kill. I think that puts us in finals. Yeah. Oh my god, we did it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We're back in finals. You too. Mighty Cleave here. Iron Boulder sending us to finals, baby! And on top of Screamtail and Cobalion, man, yo. Oh my god, that was a crazy game. I think I made the right plays too. That Halucha was crazy. The Halucha got a little scary. I got a little scared with that crit too. Oh my god. Thank god I brought Cobalion. I almost didn't bring it. And the set too. I thank god I switched to the Chople Berry before the game. Oh my god. Like during like the between like me recording the team builder and now. That Chople Berry set actually came in clutch. Oh my god. That honestly, him getting the role was actually so like really good for me. In terms of like because the Psychic Noise, right? Because that meant that I was able to get the free SD off because he couldn't go for Drain Punch. That's such an interesting set he brought. The idea was first off, like he's talking about the Mojo's right now is talking about the Lacking Tail. Yeah, it was such a good. Let me see what their sets are.
Okay. They were smart. Yo, that's kind of crazy. Wait, but Palafin kind of just set up over the. And there were specs. Okay, well, good thing I did not use Palafin. The Palafin set didn't beat the Finny set at all. But oh man. So yeah, so the reason he didn't go for power punches because he thought it was weakness policy, which could make sense too in this game. Wow, I didn't expect that was. Yo, no, not gonna lie, their prep was actually so fire, like straight up. Um, Not the team I thought they were gonna bring, but it totally works out for us. The prep worked really well, especially that last second change. Not last second change because I did it like a day or like a couple of days ago. But that the Cobalion set change was so clutch. And so was that scream. Obviously the type Noah wasn't as important, but I really wanted it more for Nido Queen and for setup Tapu Fini, which is kind of the idea. But yeah. But yeah, we're in finals. Let's go. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know who we're playing yet on the other side. We're either playing Zero or Black. We played Zero earlier this season and got completely mollywopped. But so obviously we have some changes from that team since then. But Zero's team is terrifying, and they were second seed, I think, or third. I forgot exactly. But and then the other team, possible team we're playing would be Black, who's pretty good team too. I think. Let me just see. Yeah, Zero and Black are both second and third seeds. But I think like the problem would be like with Black's team is very like stally, so I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time. So either one are really good. Black took me out. Black was my only regular season loss last season of BPL 2, so that should be a really good match. Either way, it's gonna be a terrifying, scary match. So yeah. Wow, we're in finals. Let's go, baby. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Bash out.